before he was Disco Doug, a man of action. King of the dance floor, dancer par excellence. But the glittering glamour of Doug's incredible nightlife is overshadowed by his home life and his job. From 9 to 5, Doug scrubs toilets for the town. He's philosophical.
It's not fun. It's got to be done.
Yes, truer words have never been spoken, and Doug takes his job in stride.
Hey, let's dance, man!
But Doug's athletic abilities are not limited to the crowded dance floor. When he gets a moment's break, he likes to unwind in a friendly frisbee catch with two fellow co-workers. But for Doug, it's not just for amusement. As Doug said,
Frisbee gives me a chance to practice those moves I'll use later on in the disco.
But all is not well for Douglas. His home life is not quite so pleasant. Observe.
Doug, all you do is dance, dance, dance. Why don't you work some overtime for a change? You dance in the shower, you dance in the bowl. Why don't you get a part-time job at night like your friends do at Burger King?
Dad, get off my case. Disco is my life.
Despite his father's repeated warnings, Doug continues to dance, and every day at 5 o'clock, his ravishing girlfriend comes over for a practice dance session. Dad isn't pleased.
Doug, I just can't believe you bring this disgusting slut into our living room. What would your mother think if she saw you with her in our living room? I just don't believe this. Douglas, stop that.
At 6 o'clock, Doug and his date arrive at Uncle Sam's, a fashionable night spot. Although the club does not open till 9 o'clock, Doug and his date inevitably arrive every day 3 hours early in their chauffeur-driven limousine in order to assure themselves a place at the beginning of the line.
He always knows the right things to say. He woos me. Sometimes I think, I don't know, he's the greatest thing that ever happened to me. He's so sensuous and tall and strong. And his hair is always slicked back and nice. He's got such a way with women. I'm so lucky to be going out with Disco Doug.
James, wait. Got a little something for you. Go out and buy yourself a new car.
Hey, well. Oh, Disco Doug, you're so generous.
That's just my nature. Thank you.
But such a glamorous lifestyle is not free from hassles.
Nice, hey, look at that suit. Nice legs, honey.
Disco, man! Disco sucks! It sucks!
Don't listen, dear. This prejudice, this dislike for disco, it just pisses me off.
But why has the entire country suddenly gone disco crazy? We spoke to Carl Jenkins, professor of anthropology at Colorado State, and an expert on the disco craze.
History is full of references to sort of dancing fads. The St. Vitus's dance back in the 1500s, back in medieval Europe. These kind of things are common. Jaws, the twist, you name it. They're all manifestations of a sick society, which cannot really feel responsible for it. The people have this kind of anomie, this sort of like alienation of society, and they bring it out in some sort of form of dancing, and you know.
But what does the man on the street have to say about disco?
You know, I can dance to it, but I like to bust heads. I like to listen to good rock and roll, you know? Guys in the gang like to listen to disco, but I'm definitely not into it. I think it's junk.
Music critic Ron Fields expresses his sentiments.
I too must admit that at first I was skeptical of the disco craze. I said, it's simple. It just can never replace rock and roll. But I too have jumped on the bandwagon. I'm forced to admit that this is the type of music that I like to listen to around the house. I have to say, though, that I knew many years ago, about 10 to be exact, that disco, that danceable beat, could be a valuable commodity in today's market when the Archies scored big with Sugar Sugar. Just look at the success, the mega success of Andy Gibb.
And back at the disco.
Wow, man, just won the big dance contest. Hey, man, this one's on me. Hey, thanks, buddy. Swing and drink. Doug. What a macho man. Go, Doug. Setting all the disco feminine hearts aflutter.
It's been a tough day, Dad. Good night.